Hi everyone, back today with another video. This is another one for the glory of the Delve amount. And just before I get started, I just thought I'd show you the price of the WoW token. People keep asking how much it is on my server. I've just bought one today. It's actually a bit lower than it has been for a little while, so I got one while I could. But we're going to go do kriegval's rest because it's got the last one I need for the achievement, and hopefully it's one you need too. It's Dagran's day out. I've already found all of the special chests in this area, but I've done this one a lot. I think it might accidentally be one of my favorites. It's probably the one I've done the most, which is saying something. The fact that I haven't done all of them until now, and I've done a lot of these delves. But I do know where all the treasure boxes are in this one, so I marked them down with one of those on the ground lights, just in case you haven't found all of yours yet, or maybe this is the first time you're doing this delve, just so you know where they are. I'm going to talk about some of the things I noticed in this delve and a couple of other things as we go through everything here. This is one of those stay in the candle delves, and I have already got the achievement that you get for not letting any of the candles expire. And you just do that by putting the candle down occasionally. When you're doing the fights that require a lot of moving, like the big elite guys that make that slam on the ground, you have to dodge around it. You can lose a lot of steps that way if you're holding on to the candle while you're fighting the elites. So my suggestion is if you're trying to get that achievement, the I take candle achievement, just put the candle down when you're fighting the elites, and you'll find it makes a really big difference to how long the candle is lasting for. Rudely, this guy started mauling me while I was trying to show you where that first chest was. I suppose I should be more aware of my surroundings and not just go do whatever it is I'm doing. This is probably how I get mauled as much as I do in this game. I'm just low aware of my surroundings. So in this delve, you have to go and click on the little candles. There does seem to be a surplus of these candles, like there are more candles than you need to progress to the next part of the delve. So I was just kind of picking up the ones on the way, and I actually did this delve quite quickly. But I was just picking up the ones along my way. I wasn't really going out of my way too far to get them, especially once I realized there was going to be extra. I do use buffs and things in here. I know not everybody does that, and I probably don't have to given my item level is 614 and this is just a tier 8 delve. But I just find it a bit easier. It gives me a bit more of a cushion to have the food buff and the argument rune. And I just find it a bit easier. And I've got all this gold anyway. Why not make my life easier while I'm in here trying to get this achievement? And I make a ton of gold from the end of this anyway. This is my second delve for the week. So I've already bought 3 bags, but I was able to buy another one at the end of this, and that's more than paying for what I need to do these delves quickly. And it's just nice to have that little bit of extra push to be able to do a couple of these, because I can only really do these types of gaming videos and this gaming in particular delves while my children are sleeping. Otherwise, they interrupt me a ton. Anyone who's been listening to my videos for a while now will be glad to know I have ordered a microphone. It is on its way. It's going to take a little bit to get here, a couple of days, a week, I think. And I'll start using the new microphone, hopefully better microphone than my laptop soon. So you won't have to endure this distorted version for much longer. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I have started to make my enchanting profitable. I've been working on a concentration build, and I finally figured out how to make the shimmering dust work. And I'm going to make a video for anybody who's confused about that as well, because it just took me far too long to figure out what I was supposed to be doing for that. And the catch-up mechanism involved in that is really good. It's expensive in the sense that when I run my weaver cloth farm, I'm not putting the weaver cloth on the auction house at the moment. I'm using it to disenchant to get the shimmering dust. You have to do some other things to get the shimmering dust first. So don't just go and disenchant. You need to go find a couple of other things first. But it has made a huge difference to being able to make those gold level enchants, and they sell for 3,000 gold each, especially because I have a lot of the recipes already. So I am finding a way to make that quite profitable, and I'll share that with you in a video coming soon. Just wanted to tell anybody who was interested that the enchanting, I have found a way to make it profitable for me anyway. So there is a little treasure box up on the top platform here. You see I've put a light there, and you get up onto that platform using this little ramp here, and I've put a light here to show you. You just walk up along there. Obviously you take the candle. I put the candle down here because the darkness doesn't hurt you. It's not like the poison one, where if you don't have the air purifier, it hurts. So you just stop being able to see things. So you can actually put the candle down and run a little bit of a distance to pick up stuff. And it's not too bad. So I was using that just to pick up things because it was less annoying than the candle running out. As always, don't forget to kill the purple dudes. You're in here for the achievement, I know, but you might as well make gold while you're in here. Killing the purple dudes increases the amount of Delver coins you get. I made over 5,000 gold from this run because I got 2 tinder boxes and another one of those things that sell for high 700s. And I got that at the end of this run, which is more than paying for what I need. But make sure when you're running around, just kill the purple dude. There's a couple of extra minutes for a good whack of gold, so give it a go. If you've been paying attention, you will have noticed I have been converted. I have started to use add-ons. Handy Notes has been really helpful for figuring out where these things are. And in particular for the globs of wax and any tailoring or enchanting knowledge points I'd missed while running around. It's been really helpful. So thank you to the people who suggested that. I've come around to the dark side and I'm officially using some add-ons now. I'm even starting to explore other ones that I thought could be helpful. Not all of them have been. I tried a bag one that was just atrocious. I really hated it. I turned it off. So yeah, but some of them have been really good. So thank you for people who encouraged me to go and have a look because they are helpful. So thank you. If you're finding these videos helpful or entertaining and you haven't already, give it a like and a subscribe. It's free for you and it really helps out this channel. So if you feel like this video had value, do that. It would be super helpful. Thanks. Don't forget to click on the mislaid curiosities. You don't have to go out of your way for them. And if you're trying to do the candle achieve, just skip it this time. Just focus on getting the candle achieve. It's not very difficult, but it is an easy achieve towards this mount. But if you're not in that category, try to pick up the mislaid curiosities. They make a big difference to how much damage Bran does over time and how much healing he does. Leveling him does help, and it makes these go faster. I've noticed a big difference. So yeah, just give it a go. There is also an achievement for getting him to max level. It doesn't contribute towards the glory of the Delver. And I don't actually know if it gives you any benefits aside from inside the Delve in terms of the damage and healing he does with his little abilities. So if you have Bran at level 60, let us know. Do you get any special things, any special buffs, or I don't know, any special things you can buy with your undercoins? Does it make any difference outside of the delves? So I am doing this delve today. It is up on my server. I don't know if there's any difference. I'm an oceanic server, so I don't know if there's any difference on the Europe or American servers in terms of what's available today. But on my server, which is an oceanic, I'm an Australian. It is up today, so go and have a look if this is something towards your achievement. If you haven't done this one yet, like I said, I've done this particular delve a lot of times, so many times, and I still hadn't done this version. So I don't know how common it is that it pops up. So just check to see if you've got it, because I think some of them may take weeks to come around and they might only be up for a little bit. And I suspect that's a deliberate part of the achievement to make the delve amount little more difficult to get. You can't just blast through it. It requires patience and consistency to get. I suspect it was on purpose. But if you haven't got this part of the Delver mount, it is available at the moment on my server anyway. So there in that corner with the yellow star on it is the last treasure box for this delve. So you should have, if you've watched this video and you go into the delve now, you should have an idea of where all of those treasure boxes are. Hopefully that's helped you knowing where they are, just to make a bit of a difference with going towards, because you have to collect all of the treasures for part of the delve amount achievement. So hopefully that's helpful. So I am looking to make some new gold farming videos. I am aware that most of my videos are around enchanting and tailoring, and other ways you can make gold without professions. And what I'm doing now is working really well for me. Like, I'm making enough gold for my subscription and I'm making enough gold for all of the other things that I need. I didn't make enough gold to get the mount in time because I needed 2 million gold. And I started in November, and buying my subscriptions for 300,000 each month really set me back there. So I'm hopeful that I get it for the next time around. But yeah, I'm looking for some other gold making sort of ideas. And if you've got any suggestions for anywhere I should go look for these videos, that would be super helpful. But if not, I'll come across stuff. Like I said, I've come across the shimmering dusts, and that's really helped with my concentration build for my enchanting, and I'm making a lot of gold there now, but that is really limited to the cap of my concentration per day, so I can only make so much gold there, which, like I said, I'm already making more than enough, but I would like to be more prepared for the next time that mount comes on offer. Hopefully it comes on offer again. I think Blizzard probably made a ton of money from it, so I think they'll do it again, just for that. That's what my hope is anyway. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you reckon they'll bring the mount back at some point in the future? So for this final boss, putting the candle down so it overlaps with the other candle makes a really big difference, because he kind of has like a little tantrum and chucks you. And it just kind of increases the amount of area you've got to land in that's safe. And there's so much running here with all the things on the ground. If you're running around with a candle, you're going to burn it out before the end of the fight if you're trying to avoid all of the things, and running back into the circle when he chucks you. So yeah, put the candle down so it overlaps with the other candle as closely as you can, and it just makes a really big difference here. This boss is one of the easier ones, especially if you have put the candle down. It is one of the easier ones to do. So you can see I got the achievement for the stories for this delve. It's finished now for me, so I shouldn't have to come back here. I will though, because I don't know, I just default do the Isle of Dawn delves when they're bountiful. I don't know why, I just do. So I'll be back here, I'm sure, but I don't have to come back in here for the achievement. And you did notice there I got my discs. So I pick up the weekly quests before I come and do this. Some of them ask you to do delves, but the Titan disc achievement can be done at the same time. I also discovered you can pick up the Titan discs while picking up the dirt piles with the globs of wax in it, and you get like on average one disc per pile. And I went back to that area in the other video and ran around for a bit, as part of the shimmering dust thing, actually. I'll talk about that more in another video, but I just found that was just interesting. But if you get the weekly quests at the same time, it's a good way to double up. You're in there anyway, but those caches have a chance of giving you a decent amount of gold. I think it procs anywhere from 1,600 gold, and I've heard right up to 30,000. I've never had one that high. I've only been told that, so I don't know if I'm being taken for a ride there or not. Let me know, what is the highest amount you've ever got out of a box? The highest amount I've got is 6,000. And that's been the best box for me so far. I mean, I get lots of boxes each week, so the proc must be pretty low. But let me know, what's the highest you've got? Let's see if we can figure out what the actual highest amount you can get out of this is. So that's all for this video. I'm just going to go hand this in and get my little bag of goodies. You'll see what I got out of it. But as always, remember, girls don't play WoW.